Julian, if you tell anybody that you and I are meeting at the book cafe...
You think me mad? I know when to keep my mouth shut. Dear God, if TC ever found out I was having a rendezvous with his wife, he'd kill me.
Well, he's at the hospital and he won't be back for a while.
Ooh, we have nothing to worry about.
It's very dangerous for us to meet, Julian. It's very dangerous. But something has happened that could destroy my whole life, and it's all your fault.
My fault? What are you talking about?
I'll explain when I see you.
Fresh pot of tea and some of Grace's homemade shortbread.
Oh, well, thanks anyway, but I'm afraid I can't stay. I have a patient in crisis. I'm gonna have to go. Sorry.
There's no need to apologize. We understand.
I think Charity should be all right till tomorrow.
Well, I hope so. I mean, this whole hallucination thing is getting way out of hand. I mean, now she's seeing images of people who she thinks are Julian Crane and you fighting and doing other strange things together.
It's so strange. I mean, you and Julian don't have any kind of relationship. I mean, you hardly even know each other. So why would she have these visions of the two of you together?
Eve, we'll see you tomorrow?
You won't mention about Charity's hallucinations with Julian and me to TC, will you? It's just...
That's ridiculous is what it is. I mean, how can Charity be psychic about something that never happened?
Yeah, I mean, we all know you've never had any kind of relationship with Julian Crane.
No, we won't mention it, TC.
Well, I'll see you in the morning.
Okay. Good night.
Thanks, Eve.
I had no idea you owned the book cafe.
What in harmony don't we, Crane Zone? I was thinking about calling it the Café des Livres, after this little boîte I used to frequent in San Moritz.
I didn't come here to hear you rambling on about your stupid cafe.
Oh, no, I didn't think you did.
I came here because Charity is having visions.
Beg pardon?
She sees us in what amounts to a dream or psychic impression.
I'm sorry, I'm not following any of this.
Charity is having visions of us together, being intimate.
You're serious? Visions?
And she saw us arguing too. And you taking those photographs of me.
What? Has anyone else heard about Charity?
Sam and Grace.
Well, do they believe that she actually, that she's in touch psychically with what happened between you and me?
Neither one of them believes her, but she has had premonitions, some of which have come true.
God, how could she do that?
There is only one way that Charity could have found out about me and you.
What, you think I told it?
Well, she must have overheard you talking about our past, and it settled into her subconscious.
What, you actually think it's my fault that I blabbed about our past? Why would I do that, Eva? What reason? Think about it.
You don't need a reason. It could have been the liquor talking. Some nights when you were drunk and you're bragging about your conquest to your cronies.
Huh. And have TC hate me even more than he already does? He wants to tear me apart as it is. No. I prefer myself intact. Maybe someone else found out about our past. Has anyone been checking up on you?
The only person who knows anything about our past is an old friend.
Who?
Someone who just resurfaced recently and is now a patient of mine, Orville Perkins. He had those old photographs of you and me. Well, he told me that he hid them in a statue of a bird. But they must have been destroyed in the fire.
Fire?
Orville's apartment went up in flames. Everything was destroyed.
Ah, that's a relief. Although I must say, I remember those photo sessions vividly. I look back on them quite fondly. But if anyone ever got their hands on those pictures, I'd be paying blackmail for the rest of my life.
My family... were to ever see them. They know nothing about my past. They think that I have led a sheltered life in a strict home.
That's a bit far from the truth.
More than a bit.
Well, your secret's safe with me. I've never told anyone about the real Eve, I swear. Or about our relationship. The last thing I'd ever want is for TC to find out about our past. He already wants to kill me as it is.
Yes. TC told me that he hates you for something that you did before he ever met me.
Indeed.
So tell me what happened, Julian.
Well, I'm surprised your loving husband hasn't already told you.
You tell me.
It's not a pretty picture.
Tell me, Julian. What was that?
Somebody in here?
That's Chad. He can't find us together.
You? You're Julian Crane.
As guilty as charged.
Yeah, I seen your picture in the paper.
As long as it wasn't on the wall of the post office.
What are you doing here, Mr. Crane?
Well, I might ask you the same question, and I would if I knew your name.
Chad Harris.
But how do you do, Mr. Harris? And what do you do that would bring you down here?
Ooh, I work part-time for Beth. She's the owner.
Beth. She runs the place, but actually Crane Industries owns it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, anyway, I just came here to drop something off, and, you know, I saw the light on and just wanted to come and check it out, make sure it wasn't a burglar or something.
Oh, conscientious employee.
And why are you here?
Well, I came here to check on a book I needed rather urgently, so...
No problem.
Ah, I won't keep you any longer, Chuck.
Chad.
Chad. You have a very good evening.
Yeah, you too.
Good night.
Oh, that was close. What was... Who could that be?
TC, come on.
What?
There's no need to go in there. I came down here on police business, and since there was no crime committed, well,
What do you mean no crime? What about adultery?
I'm just a cop. I'll leave that up to Father Lonergan.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess it's none of our business that Julian Crane is cheating on his wife with another woman.
I'm shaking. If TC had found us together...
You needn't draw me a picture.
There's no possible way that I would have been able to explain it.
I'm very well aware of what the consequences could have been.
I would have lost everything. My husband, my marriage, my children.
But you didn't, because nothing happened. And no one caught us. That fellow Chip, Chad, or whatever, didn't even know we were here, so I suggest you just try to relax.
Chad Harris is definitely someone I don't want knowing any of my business.
I take it the two of you aren't pals.
We've had some run-ins about his past, his background. If he knew about mine, he'd be sure to tell my daughters that their mother had lied to them.
You're writing the worst-case scenario, and there's absolutely no reason no one will ever find out about us.
Charity had those visions.
Surely no one's going to believe her.
No, probably not.
As long as your friend Orville keeps his mouth shut.
He's harmless without the photographs.
Then no. We're home free.
But this is the last time that you and I can meet, Julian. I have to get home.
What's your rush? There's that inn on the outskirts of town.
Damn you, Julian. I love my husband. I would never cheat on him. Never. were ever to find out about my past, I'd lose them. My whole family. But they never will. Never.